Oh, y'all. We live, baby. It's been a minute since I've been live, man. You guys can hear me and see me, man. Type one in the chat. Type one in the chickadee chat. If y'all can hear me and see me, man. Just want to make sure we good. About to get TT on here. YT, what up? YouTube, what up? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's up, y'all, man? Top of the morning, man. Top of the morning. You know what I'm saying? Let's get in here. What up? What up? What up? What's good? What's good? Got the blue juice today. We got the blue juice on deck today. Let me see. All right. Let's go ahead and pin that to the top. What's good? What's good? Uh Michael Button, what's happening? Greetings. Welcome to the live. Guys, who else is in the chat? Type one in the chat if you guys can hear me and see me, man. We about to get TT on here too. Oh shoot. We got some new stuff up on TT. Yeah, we ever growing and elevating. TikTok, what up? Greetings. Top of the morning. Top of the morning, everybody. What up? What up? What up? What up? Um, Guys, if y'all can hear me and see me, man, hey, rep your city. Type your city in the chat, man. Who we got in the building, man? Where y'all from? Type in the chat. Michael says one. What up, Michael? Andy's in the building. What up? Every time I hear Andy, I think about Toy Story. It's one of my favorite Disney movies, man. All right, so we got Arlington, Texas in the building. Shout out to the Lone Star State. You know what I'm saying? What up? Who else we got in the building? Type your city in the chat, man. I want to know who else we got in the building. Maybe I should get Facebook and Instagram on here too. Occasion's in the building. What up? Wagwan, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Hurricane Melissa can't stop you, man. You know what I'm saying? It might have stopped somebody, but it ain't stopped you, man. You know what I'm saying? You still in the motherfucking chat. You still alive. You know what I'm saying? Blessings to you and your family. Hope everything's all right. Um, we be getting hurricanes here in Florida too, but I think I'm in like a mild area. South Florida don't usually get hit that hard with the hurricanes. It kind of goes over the top of us. What's good? What's good? Greetings. Who else we got in the chat, man? Type your city in the chat, man. Let me know who's in the building. Um, for sure, for sure. What up? What up? What up? What up? Oh, we got some super fans in the chat. Yo, I appreciate the love, guys. Somebody says hola. I can't read that name. I think hola is Spanish for hello. Feel free to correct me in the chat if you guys know real Spanish. Greetings. That's what we say on this side. Greetings. Welcome to the live, guys. Hey, type your city in the chat, man. Let me know who we got in the building. Acacia says, thank you, brother. We got slam, but we building. Can't no wind and water stop me. Yeah, man. Stopping is a choice. If you got another day, you know what I'm saying, you got another opportunity to make some things happen in your life. William Gabler says, hey, I'm in Florida. Do you have any workout programs I could buy? Um, Really, the way my program works is it's all tailor made, it's all custom. So I would need to know more about you as an individual to even see if or how there's a way I could help. Um, there is a link in my bio over there on TikTok for y'all where you can not only get access to a bunch of my free guides and free courses, but if you do want to apply to work with me and my team, more exclusively, You can do that. We'd have to have a consultation first to see if there's a fit. You know what I'm saying? So the answer to your question is I don't know, man. I don't know enough about you. Fix says Diet Coke slaps. Uh, that's cap, man. Like what what is so great about Diet Coke? You know what I'm saying? What is it, what does it give you that you don't get from something else? Right? I think it's overrated personally. It don't make you more hydrated. It don't improve your performance and your workouts. Um, yeah, I think that shit's overrated, man. We all right, George Dudley, New York's in the building. What up? What up? Caleb says, "What's up, strong A?" Appreciate that, Caleb. Tiffany says, "ATL. I'm a female over 50. Can I benefit from your programs?" Yeah, possibly, Tiff. I honestly, if you want me to be real with you, most of the women that I've coached over the past shit, we 9.5 going on 10 years of coaching. Most of them have been over 40, 50. I've coached some women in their 60s. So yeah, like honestly, all this shit works no matter what age you are. I got guys on the program right now that are in their 70s. So age is not really a factor. Unless you say it's a factor, right? If you tell yourself that your age is why you limit it, then that's all you're gonna see is your limitations. But I always tell my clients, if you argue for your limitations, guys, you get to keep those limitations, right? If you argue for your motherfucking excuses, guess what you keep? Those excuses, right? So, it's up to you. Like you gotta choose, you could choose in life what you want to believe. You know what I mean? Just because you believe something, though, doesn't mean that it's true in actual reality. There's people in their 50s and 60s that's bodybuilding on stage right now, look better than all of us. They're in better shape than all of us, right? What's the difference between them and you? They just made different decisions. That's all. Just like the people in 600 Pound Life. Y'all ever seen that show? Y'all ever wondered, man, how did these people get so fat? You ever thought that before? Type one if you've ever seen 600 Pound Life, right? How did they get that big? How did someone not tell them? How did they get that out of hand? It's because they have a decision making process and internal beliefs that made them decide to continue to behave a way that made them a 600 pound person. So, you guys who want to make a change, it's not really about like doing the things. No, it's about believing that you are the type of person that does these things. That's where it starts. It starts mentally by shifting, saying, "Oh, you know what, man? You know, these people over here, they're doing these things, right? They're eating like fat asses, they drinking every night or going out every weekend or staying up late, right? I don't want to be that type of person anymore. So I don't do that, right? That's what it really starts with. If that made sense and that was helpful, just give me a thumbs up in the chat. We get into some of these questions too. Jermaine Jermaine says, "Can you tell me about Red Bull sugar free? What you want to know about it?" It's a sugar free energy drink, man. I don't know if there's a lot to say, right? It's probably got some caffeine in it. If they say there's an energy drink, and it's gross, it's disgusting. Red Bull tastes terrible. The only reason that they're still around is because their marketing is amazing. You ever seen a Red Bull commercial? Right? As a man, every time I watch a Red Bull commercial, I feel like a bitch. I feel like I ain't doing nothing with my life. Them dudes be climbing mountains, jumping, jumping off. I heard a story about a guy. He scaled. This was a Red Bull advertisement. He climbed Mount Everest with no oxygen, and then skied down that shit. And it was all for Red Bull, right? Like, hey, next time you want to say, man, your life is hard, go watch motherfucking Red Bull advertisement, man. They have great marketing. They inspire people. But is it good? Nah, it's trash. It tastes terrible. Drop some wisdom for us. What you want to know? Ask me some questions. I got you. Matthew says it's disgusting. That shit is trash, bro. It tastes terrible. Built by Eldrick. Hopefully I said that right, Eldrick. Do you ever feel unmotivated as a coach? If so, how do you overcome that hurdle? Guys, I'm unmotivated every single week, right? I'm unmotivated every single week of my life. I feel unmotivated. Why? Well, motivation is an emotion. And as a human, you are going to experience the full spectrum of emotions. So you're going to feel happy, you're going to feel sad, you're going to feel blah, right in the middle, right? We've all experienced those emotions. If you can agree, if you felt those emotions, give me a thumbs up in the chat, right? Right? Because here's the thing, motivation has nothing to do with the success that you have in your life or not. You know what has everything to do with it? How disciplined you are with the habits that create the success you want, right? I don't give a fuck about motivation, man, right? You know why? Because I have an alignment with a certain standard to show up as a certain type of man. You know what I mean? Like I made a commitment a few years ago that there's certain things I never accept for myself. I will never accept being fat, right? I ain't gonna never be over 15% body fat. That's unacceptable for me. I ain't gonna never be poor again, right? I'm never gonna make less than six figures a year. That's never gonna happen for me. I'm never gonna allow people in my inner circle, romantically or family or just friends or relationships, who are disrespectful and don't provide value. They just subtract like they fucking leeches. I'm never gonna fuck with people like that, right? It has to be a mutual exchange of value both ways. Those are things for me that like became unacceptable, man. And that's all I focus on, man. I don't care about motivation, man. Right? I focus on living up to those standards that I set for myself. Right? If that was helpful information, just give me a thumbs up in the chat, guys. Disappearance has a long response here. I want to read this. Good morning. I just got in my 50s. Me and my husband barely make ends meet with bills. It seems like it costs money to change your life. Food Gym. Do you charge for your service? I'm Desiree. Hold that thought, Desiree. I'm gonna sip on my blue juice real quick. By the way, if you guys want to know about the blue juice, just type blue juice in the chat. I'll tell you what. So here's the thing. Do I let's just address one of the easiest things that you said, Desiree. Do I charge for my services? Of course. Think about it like this. If somebody said to you they was gonna give you a Lamborghini right now for free, right? Would you believe that that was legit, or would you think it's a scam? Right? Type in the chat. Just type scam if you think that somebody giving you a Lamborghini is a scam, right? You'll be scared. And if you think it would be legit, type legit in the chat. I want to show you something, Desiree. Guys, type in the chat. If somebody was like, yo, I'm gonna give you the keys to a Lamborghini right now, would you think it's a scam or would you think it's legit? Everybody's writing scam, right? Writing scam, right? So look, Desiree, I'm not saying this to clown you. I'm just saying if a guy who's an elite level service provider, me, a coach, we're just gonna use me as an example, is providing his services for free, it's the equivalent of that, right? I've been coaching 10 years. You can go Google me, you can go find me on every platform. I have over 100,000 subscribers on all of them. TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all of them. You can go to the website and there's dozens of transformations. Hell, I even got interviews on my YouTube channel of me interviewing, sitting down on Zoom, interviewing people one-on-one, and all of them get great results. You would think it's a scam if I was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna just coach you one-on-one for free. Right? That would be the equivalent of that. I'll be the Lamborghini scam artist, right? So of course not. No, I can't. I literally can't. You wouldn't believe me if I was like, yo, I'm gonna coach you for free. With that said, though, going back to what you originally said, there is a Ray. You said you and your husband are barely making ends meet, and it seems like everything costs money. That's a perspective thing, right? Because it's kind of like this. When you think about, let's say you were on a desert island, right? Like imagine you were on a desert island, and you're ready to leave this island, right? So for you, Desiree, let's just say it's like you and your husband is on a desert island, right? And you wanna leave this island, and you just got like a small boat, like a raft. However, when you're looking to like sail off of this island on this boat, maybe the waves are coming into the shoreline very high, right? So what you actually got to do to get out to the ocean where the waters are calm is you actually got to get past the high tide, right? But what's the hardest part, right, of getting past this point where the waves are high? Well, crashing against the high waters, right? So you know that once you get past this point where the water's high, once you guys get that boat or that raft beyond it, you'll get to the calm waters. But that initial push is the hardest part, and that's where it sounds like you're at right now, Desiree. You guys are struggling, and it feels like there's so much pressure being pushed upon you. But what you may not realize is you may just be one good push away from the calm waters, right? I'm saying that from the perspective of somebody who I grew up in Detroit, the black ghetto, poor, single parent household. I got evicted 3 times before I was 17. Me and my mom. It was just us. I seen people die before I even went to high school, right? I remember one time I was on my way to school on the public transportation on the bus, and I saw a heroin addict shooting up right on the bus, and nobody said anything. Nobody even kicked him off the bus. This is where I grew up at, all right? I'm supposed to be a drug dealer. I'm supposed to be a statistic. I'm not supposed to be successful. How did I get to this point in my life where I got like hundreds of thousands of people who follow me that I influence? I run a six-figure company. I employ people, right? How did I get to this point? It's because I realized that if I push past the point where the waves were high, I'd eventually get to those calm waters. You know what I'm saying? And so maybe you just at your point right now, you just got to give one more push, right? But you got to ask yourself, yeah, okay, the waters is high. Fuck it, man, it's high for all of us, whatever, right? What do you have to do? What do you and your husband have to do to put yourselves in position to win? Maybe it's getting a side job, right? Maybe y'all gotta go do some Uber, right? There's a guy here that lives in my community, right? He makes $4,000 a week on Uber, just doing Uber, right? How's he able to do that, right? He just figured something out, right? He just acquired, he used his skills, and he put together a system, and he utilized the jobs at hand, you know what I'm saying, the opportunities to make it happen. Now that's all he does. He works like 70 hours a week, but he's making that motherfucking money. So you gotta look at your situation and ask yourself, what do you have to do to put yourself in the best possible position to win? Guys, if this has been helpful, just giving y'all some perspective today, just give me a thumbs up in the chat. I want to make sure. I want to make sure this shit's helpful. Joseph says black men succeeded by doing the exact opposite of what LBJ wanted us to do. What are you talking about? I have no idea what you mean by that. Get your dory on. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Yeah, get your dory on. Disappearance says, yes, you helped me. Good. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad this is helpful information. Ronnie Hodges just followed me. Yo, appreciate you, man. Appreciate the support. Hopefully you find a ton of value here. That's what we about. Zero says, I don't know what he's talking about either. Hey man, you got to come early to the party, man, to know what the party's about. You know. But hey, luckily for you, these lives get recorded, man, so you can watch the replay. Everybody's auntie says, got me off to a good start today. I'm headed to work. Encouragement, motivation, always welcome. No problem, everybody's auntie. I can answer a few more questions before I get out of here. Um, I'm actually supposed to be in a meeting here in a little bit, but I wanted to come on and holler at y'all for a little bit. Zero says, I was talking about Joseph. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what Joseph talking about. But look, guys, if you guys are encouraged, you want a little bit more help, specifically around your goals, ton of free guides on my bio page. You guys have the link there on YouTube. You guys on TikTok, y'all can just scroll to the link in the bio and you'll see some free guides there. You know what I'm saying? Get what's pertinent to your specific goal. Yeah, if this person don't show up for this meeting, I'm gonna just stay live with y'all until I run out of the blue juice. Oh, somebody did say blue juice in the chat. Chat, the blue juice is creatine, beta alanine, L-citrulline, caffeine. You know, it's a ton of shit, man. I'm about to go work out after my next meeting. Michael Button says, I fully understand the money issues, but what I'm following is coach. But I'm what I'm doing is following coach and saving the same time so I can get past those high waves. Yeah, so like the thing about I think most people think about money the wrong way. Like money is money is a tool, right? Like it's not even real. It's just paper. And then we assign the value to the paper. So we as humans determine the value of money, right? But what does money give you that you don't have now? It gives you time, right? Like I remember again, you know, where I grew up. I told you guys, you know, being poor in the ghetto, and I was sold the dream that if you go to college, you know, you'd have this dream life, right? So I went to college, I got a degree and all of that, and but most people like me who went to college are not doing what they got their degree in, and then most people leave college in debt. And when you really think about it, you unpack it, you like, why would somebody with no skills go to get a piece of paper from a institution that's gonna put them in like tons of debt for years, like for decades in some cases, right? Why would somebody do that? Well, it's because of time, right? So you would go somewhere to get knowledge from an expert who has decades worth of experience, and you can get it in, you know, maybe 3, 4, maybe 5 years, however long it takes you to get your degree, and you expedite your success. So instead of going out and studying every single book you can get your hands on, right? You know, or you know, going out and like failing for a few decades, you get experts who come to you and actually teach you how to specialize in something, right? And they save you decades worth of time. So that's why college is so valuable, right? Because it saves you time. That's the only resource you could never get back, right? That's the value of it. It's like you're paying to get time back. So when people talk about money, it's like, yeah, you know, everybody wants more money, but it's like by not spending money on certain things, right? Whether it be health related, whether it be investing in mentorship, whether it be, you know, getting some guidance, whether it be getting an Uber, right? I don't know, whatever you spend your money on or thinking about spending your money on. It's like, what are you missing out on? Like, how much time are you actually wasting by not spending the money, right? Like, that's how I think about things because I understand that time is the most valuable resource that we have. So when you think about money, like everybody here who gets money from an employer, they're giving you that money because you're saving them time on something. So it's like you can use that philosophy and mindset for yourself too, to your advantage. That's how I've expedited the success in my life in so many areas. Is I get mentors, man. I buy courses, I buy books, I buy into people's knowledge bases who've been doing what I want to do for decades. So I don't have to learn that lesson on my own. You know what I'm saying? The trial and error shit, that's ridiculous to me. Trial and error is that's a fast track to frustration. uh AB says hitting legs right motherfucking now. That's what's up. Van says money can buy happiness. Um, I agree with that to some degree. Thank you for the videos, man. No problem. No problem. Joseph says my brother worked full time and went to college part time, 18 to 27. Now he's working his career field and is debt free. Yeah, yeah. He made some sacrifices. That's why he did it. Does being big as hell keep you warm in the winter? Nah, man. Having clothes and heat in your home keeps you warm in the winter. Value people that value me. Great words to hear. No problem. Hey guys, I gotta get on my next meeting. If this was helpful and you want me to go live again, shit later today, just type live in the chat. Type live in the chat if y'all want to see me go live again tonight. Just want to see if y'all want to hear from your boy again. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I bet. Well, I'm happy to give you guys a ton of value. Let's clap it up for Simpala real quick. Simpala lost 50 pounds from watching my content. If you guys want to do the same, you can go grab some of my free courses and content. Links everywhere. And I'll catch y'all later tonight. All right? Peace. What?